Hello, my name is Carla Marino Zuna Vasquez. I'm a law student in the 5th semester, Group 081 in the CEPAD program. Today, I will talk about basic legal concepts and legal terminology in English. I will explain some branch of law, some common legal terms, and the main people involved in oral courtroom proceedings. First, there are different branches of law. Each branch deals with different legal situations. Criminal law deals with crimes and their consequences, for example, robbery, fraud, and homicide, are studied under criminal law. Civil law, regular legal relationships between individuals. It includes matters related to contracts, property, obligation, and demands. Family law deals with family matters such as marriage, divorce, child custody, adoptions, and child support. Labor law regulates the relationships between employers and employees. It establishes rights and obligations related to employment, salaries, working conditions, and terminations. Administrative law regulates the activities of public authorities and the relationship with individuals. Another important area is constitutional law. It studies the Constitution, fundamental rights, and the organization and powers of the government. Now, I will explain some basic legal terms that they can use in practical situations. A lawman and attorney is a professional who provides legal advice and represents a person in legal matters. A legal suit is legal action brought before a court. The person who brings a civil lawsuit is generally called the plaintiff. The person against whom the lawsuit is filed is called the defendant. In criminal law, the person accused of committing a crime may also call it the defendant. For example, the defendant is accused of committing a crime. The law presents evidence to the court. Their witness give testimony about what happened. Evidence is very important in legal proceedings. Evidence is information of material presented to help prove or disprove the facts of case. Now, I will explain the many people involved in the oral courtroom proceeding. The judge conducts the proceedings and applies the law. The prosecutor represents the state in a criminal case and presents the accusation against the defendant. The defendant attorney represents the defendant and protects the defendant's legal right. The defendant is the person accused of committing the crime. A witness, a person who provides information or testimony about facts related to the case. Depending on the legal system, a jury may listen to the evidence and determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty. The court clerk assists to the court, will record documents and procedural matters. All the test participants have different responsibilities, but they are important for the proper administration of justice. In conclusion, learning legal terminology in English is important for law students It all used to understand legal concepts in an international context, knowing the different branches of law, and basic terms such as lawyer, plaintiff, defendant, lawsuit, evidence, witness, and judge. Gives the vocabulary we need to communicate about legal matters in English. This module can also be useful in our academic and professional career. Thank you for your attention.